step. A boot presses into the grass. The forest stiffens. A crooked smile cuts through the darkness. I heard something over here. Maybe it's a family of snails hiding in these bushes. Greedy curiosity laces every word. Hands push through the leaves. Branches part violently, exposing what was never meant to be found. The bushes tremble, and beneath the shadow of an old tree, a small mushroom freezes in place. His heart slams against his chest. He doesn't run. He can't. Two figures loom closer, arms reaching, laughter low and cruel, like hunters teasing wounded prey. The night presses in. The tree offers no protection. The forest holds its breath. Because this time, there is no blade raised in defense, only fear, and the silent question echoing in the dark. Has his nightmare just begun? A scream shatters the night. Ah! The bushes explode apart as two figures stumble backward, eyes bulging, faces drained of color. Fear, raw and uncontrollable. Their voices crack as they flee, footsteps tearing through the grass, panic drowning out reason. But the scream doesn't belong to them alone. Crap! They found me! Ah! The mushroom's body locks in place, every breath trembling. Cold sweat drips down his stem. His thoughts spiral. It's over. I'm gonna get killed now. The forest no longer feels like a shelter. The shadows feel closer, heavier. Above him, the sky offers no answers, only silence, stretching longer than the scream ever did. And in that silence, fear takes root, because sometimes the most terrifying enemy isn't the one chasing you, it's the belief that there's no escape. The panic explodes all at once. Run for your life! Help! It's a mushroom monster! The forest erupts into chaos. Branches snap, leaves scatter, dust clouds spiral as the figures sprint away without looking back. Fear drives them faster than reason ever could. In seconds, they're gone. Only silence remains. The mushroom stands frozen, heart pounding, then blinking. Eh? His eyes widen, confusion replacing terror. They're afraid of me? He looks down at himself. Small, soft, barely threatening. The realization sinks in slowly, then hits all at once. The danger wasn't him running away. It was them. For the first time since waking up in this strange world, the fear loosens its grip. And in its place, a fragile, trembling hope begins to grow. Because maybe, just maybe, this mushroom isn't prey anymore. Just as the forest grows quiet again, a voice echoes in the air. Of course, however, I suggest the host check his attribute panel and review his level and abilities. The mushroom stiffens. Eh? There's something like that? He hesitates, then whispers softly, open attribute panel? A shimmer of blue light unfolds before his eyes. A screen, clear, bright, real. Race, mushroom monster. Class, none. Level, 5. His eyes scan the numbers, full health, full energy, and something else. Revive coins, 1. The meaning sinks in slowly. This world isn't just dangerous, it's structured, measured, upgradable. The fear that once ruled him gives way to something new, understanding, and with it, the first spark of control. Because if there's a panel, then there's a way to grow stronger. And this fragile little mushroom has just taken his first step toward becoming a hero.
So, that's why they ran. To new players, a level 5 mushroom monster isn't prey, it's a wall. His gaze drifts over the invisible scale of this world. A level 1 snail, harmless. A stronger one, still manageable. A rookie adventurer, dangerous, but beatable. And then, him, at the top. A quiet breath escapes his tiny mouse. I guess I really am strong here. For the first time since awakening in this body, the forest doesn't feel so terrifying. It feels fair. His fear settles, replaced by focus. If strength exists, then so does potential. Eyes sharpening with resolve, he lifts his head. All right, let's open the ability list and see what kind of powers I have. The blue panel glows once more. And somewhere in the silence of the woods, a hero's journey begins, not with a sword, but with a mushroom, learning exactly what he can do. The panel unfolds before him. Simple, clean, undeniable. 2 abilities. Not many, but enough. Appraisal, level 1. His vision sharpens. In an instant, the world explains itself. Levels, threats, strength laid bare. So that's how he knew. So that's why they ran. A slow realization sinks in. This skill lets me see who's weak and who I really shouldn't mess with. Convenient? No. Essential. Then his eyes drift to the second option. Mushroom Bash, level 1. An attack skill. And better yet, no mana cost. His tiny mouse parts in surprise. So I can fight as much as I want? A quiet excitement bubbles up. Unfamiliar, but thrilling. No weapons, no magic chance, just his body. His cap, his weight, a simple, honest strike. The forest around him suddenly feels different. Not a place to flee from, but a training ground. And with a small, determined breath, the weakest-looking monster in the woods prepares to make his first move. Both skills are basic. Nothing flashy, nothing legendary. But when I combine them with my stats, it's enough. More than enough. The forest seems to shrink around him. Shadows stretch. The air grows heavy. For a heartbeat, his small body is swallowed by darkness, eyes glowing, presence pressing outward. Dominate. The starter village. A sharp breath escapes him. Aha, I really thought the system cursed me. Turned into a mushroom, dropped at the bottom of the food chain. Hell mode. But now it feels like easy mode. 2 familiar caps bob into view ahead. New mushrooms. Newbies. Clueless. Unaware. I didn't expect I'd be the one hunting. His smile widens. Quiet. Controlled. No rage. No cruelty. Just certainty. The roles have switched. The wind rustles the leaves. His gaze locks forward. So, where is my prey? He's changed. There's no hesitation anymore, no denial. Somewhere along the way, he accepted it. Monster. Power hums quietly beneath his cap. Ahead, voices cut through the forest. Come out of there, you stinky snail! A branch slams down, leaves scatter. I saw it go inside. There's definitely a snail in there. Laughter follows, loud, careless. New players. Arrogant, clumsy, drunk on borrowed courage. One of them raises a tree branch like a weapon. No worries, I'll just smash it apart. Ha ha. The mushroom watches from the shadows. Cold, calm. So this is how it looks from this side. The weak pretending to be hunters, the strong bullying the helpless. A slow breath. Then, the ground explodes. Hoo-ha! The mushroom bursts forward, cap flaring, eyes sharp. Time to let you witness. Power surges through his small body. This lord's power. The forest trembles. The hunt has begun.
Too late. The moment they realize it, the world is already rushing toward them. Mushroom bash! The ground screams, air tears apart as his body becomes a living projectile, spins spinning, force exploding outward. The forest bends, leaves lift, stones shatter, shockwaves race through the dirt like lightning. This isn't a spell. It's pure momentum, pure power. The so-called hunters freeze, eyes wide, mouths open, their laughter crushed beneath the weight of impact. In a single breath, the balance flips, from prey to predator, from monster to... No, he was always the monster, and now they finally see it.
Boom! The explosion rolls outward. Bodies lift before they understand what hit them. Arms flailing, balance shattered. Pia! The shockwave slams into flesh and bone, throwing them backward like broken dolls. Their minds go blank. Sight spins, hearing fades, the world tilts sideways. Pain arrives late, buzzing, electric, humiliating. One staggers, eyes spiraling, breath knocked clean from his lungs. Another drops to a knee, vision flickering, legs refusing to listen. No counterattack, no heroic stand, just silence and fear. Because in that single charge, they finally understand the truth. This wasn't a lucky hit. This wasn't a fluke. They didn't encounter a weak monster. They ran headfirst into a calamity.
Easy. The mushroom tilts slightly, calm, satisfied. Blue light scatters into the air as the system's words quietly echo. Player defeated, experience gained. One, then another. Behind him, a survivor blinks, still dazed. Huh? What happened? He stares at the fading light on the ground, at the empty space where his companion stood just moments ago. Confusion twists into fear. Then, turn. The forest darkens. A shadow stretches forward, swallowing the sunlight. The mushroom's body sinks low, eyes ignited with a crimson glow. The smile is gone. What remains is pressure, heavy, suffocating, undeniable. In that instant, the man understands. This wasn't luck. This wasn't an accident. The monster didn't just win. It was holding back.
Mushroom monster? But it's not time yet. Why is it here? Panic floods his face. Cold sweat runs down his cheeks as the truth crashes into him. This encounter shouldn't exist. His instincts scream danger. In the next heartbeat, he moves. Jump! The man throws himself onto a tree, gripping the trunk like his life depends on it, because it does. Branches snap, leaves explode into the air. The forest roars as he desperately tries to escape. But behind him, silence. No footsteps, no pursuit, only the pressure, that suffocating presence still locking onto his back. He doesn't dare look down, because somewhere below, the mushroom monster is watching, waiting, and smiling. Climb, climb, climb! His arms burn as he scrambles up the vine, fingers slipping, heart pounding louder than his breath. Every second feels like the monster's shadow is right beneath him, ready to swallow him whole. Don't look down. He doesn't need to. Fear does that job for him.
With a desperate heave, he pulls himself onto the platform, collapsing forward as if the ground itself is a blessing. He clutches his helmet, chest heaving, eyes wide with disbelief. "That monster wave shouldn't be here yet," he mutters, voice shaking. "So why did a high-level monster appear now?" Below him, the forest is calm. Too calm. A small snail creeps by, harmless, ordinary, mocking him with its normalcy. But he knows better. If monsters are appearing ahead of schedule, then the rules are breaking. And when the rules break, survivors like him are the first to die. Somewhere beneath the trees, the mushroom hero waits. "Little brat." The voice comes from below, calm, mocking, far too close. "Do you really think you can escape by climbing up there?" The vine sways gently, leaves rustling like a warning bell. Then, jump! The mushroom hero launches himself upward. Bump! His cap slams into the hanging vine, the impact snapping it sideways. The forest blurs as momentum carries him through the air, his grin sharp and confident. "So naive," he sneers. "In this world, height means nothing." The vine whips, the escape route cut off in an instant. Below, the ground trembles softly as the mushroom hero lands, looking up with glowing eyes full of certainty. "Run all you want, you're still in my forest." And this hunt is far from over.
Bump! The vine snaps down hard. Ah! The mushroom hero spins helplessly, his body swinging as the forest rushes past. Leaves blur, wind screams. For a moment, it looks like the end. Then, silence. The vine loosens. He drops, landing heavily on the forest floor, cap tilted, eyes wide with shock. Above, on the floating cliff, the boy grips the edge, chest heaving, staring down in disbelief. A sharp click of annoyance echoes below. Tsk! The mushroom hero straightens, face dark, clearly irritated. "Having no hands is too hard," he mutters coldly. "I guess I can spare you for now." His eyes shift away, already bored. There are more newbies out there anyway. The ground trembles softly as he turns his back, hopping deeper into the forest. Unhappy, unhappy. The sound fades with him. Above, the boy exhales, realizing the truth. This wasn't victory, it was mercy. And next time, the mushroom hero might not let him go. The forest grows quiet again. From the shadows below, the mushroom hero hops away, his round body bouncing lightly as he disappears between the trees. Leaves flutter in his wake, the sound of his retreat fading into the distance. Above, the boy leans over the edge of the floating cliff, eyes locked on the small figure shrinking below. He doesn't chase. He can't. A soft rustle cuts through the silence. The boy stiffens. Something moves. Suddenly, swish! A blade of wind tears across the forest floor, slicing through grass and snapping branches clean in half. The impact echoes, sharp and violent, sending dirt and leaves flying. The boy's breath catches. His fingers tighten against the edge. That wasn't the mushroom hero. His eyes widen as realization sinks in. The forest isn't calming down. It's getting worse. And somewhere out there, stronger monsters are already moving. The boy swallows hard. "This place," he whispers, voice shaking, "is way more dangerous than I thought." The wind howls again. And the hunt has only just begun. Whoosh! A stone tears through the air like a cannonball. Before the mushroom hero can react, crack! The rock slams straight into his cap. He spins wildly, body flipping end over end as pain explodes through him. HP -2. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! He crashes into the ground, bouncing once, then rolling through crushed leaves and dirt. His cap tilts crooked, eyes spinning in disbelief. That hit wasn't clumsy, it was deliberate. Slowly, something steps forward.
A heavy presence presses down on the forest, thick and suffocating. A voice booms, cold and furious. "Impudent! Who dares to draw aggro from this lord?" The trees tremble as killing intent floods the air. The mushroom hero swallows hard, forcing himself upright, heart pounding. So that's it. He escaped one danger, only to awaken something far worse. The forest has chosen its predator, and this time, he's the prey. The forest light breaks apart as 4 figures step forward. Leaves scatter beneath their feet. Floating blue text flashes one by one. Level 3, Class None. Level 3, Class None. Level 2, Class None. Level 2, Class None. The mushroom hero narrows his eyes. So, that's how it is. A short, stocky boy tightens his grip on a shield. A thin swordsman with glasses raises his blade, calm and calculating. The others fan out, blocking every escape route. The mushroom hero scoffs quietly. So, he called his friends over to hunt me. The swordsman adjusts his glasses, voice steady. Well, it's true, if you fight higher-level mobs, you gain much more experience. His blade tilts forward, no hesitation. This isn't revenge, it's farming. The mushroom hero exhales slowly, cap shadowing his eyes. To them, he's not a thinking being. He's just easy EXP. But deep in the forest, something dangerous flickers behind his gaze. If they want experience, then this mushroom will make sure they pay for every point. But it's also a lot more dangerous. The warning comes too late. The mushroom hero spins, his round body twisting midair, then jumps, smashing into the ground with a heavy boom. Dust explodes outward. The forest shudders. Leaves rain down as the earth caves beneath him. Silence. Then, a low, oppressive presence spreads through the clearing. The mushroom hero slowly lifts his head. Shadows crawl up his body, swallowing the light. A single eye glows red beneath his cap. This lord isn't just any old mob, you know. His voice is calm. Too calm. The air turns heavy, like the forest itself is holding its breath. This isn't a weak monster being hunted. This isn't free experience. This is a lord-class existence, and the hunters just stepped straight into his territory. A blinding flash erupts. Boom! The forest explodes with light as the mushroom hero launches forward. Mushroom bash! He becomes a spinning cannonball, tearing through the air, crushing leaves and wind alike. The ground cracks beneath his trajectory. The hunters freeze. Too late. Impact. A thunderous shockwave slams into them, flattening grass, snapping branches, and hurling dust skyward. Shields rattle, feet slide, fear flashes across every face. This isn't a clumsy monster attack. It's a skill, a lord's technique. The mushroom hero skids to a stop, cap low, body steady. The forest falls silent again. Slowly, he turns back toward them. This wasn't a warning. This was a message. You don't hunt a lord unless you're ready to be crushed.